Grinders, man. We're back again. Episode 14, part 2. I know you lot been waiting for this one because that first episode was lit, man. John, chat to them.
Yeah, it was lit, still was lit. I enjoyed it, man.
100%, man. And you know where we left off, man. Boavista. Let's go straight from there. Let's not waste time.
Bro, so I remember when I first got to Boavista, it was, bro, you know, it's one of the moments where you feel like, oh yeah, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, it was a team in the first division. You know, it was a team that obviously I knew about as well. Obviously, I'm a sporting fan, but I knew about the club as well. So I was gassed, really. You know what I mean?
100%, but you're gonna be gassed.
Yeah, so I remember the first thing I thought of was like, obviously, thinking about pictures and posting it on the gram, all of that stuff.
I'm ready for the snap already.
I was ready for it. But I remember, like, just before I signed, they were like, oh, like, we're having some debt problems, innit? Like, so...
Wait, let's start from first day at Boavista. How was it? Chat to them.
Bro, it was
the first division, you
first
get me?
day.
Yeah, get me.
Bro, it was lit. I feel like the first thing I thought of, obviously, like, after signing and, like, training and stuff, I feel like, first thing I thought was, like am I going to get along with the players, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I was the only English guy there. So, even though I spoke Portuguese, I felt like the coaches were a bit different.
Do you feel like it was a family, like sporting?
Yeah, like, you know what? I feel like I was still a little bit butthurt about that. So, it was still burning me inside. And in my head, I was like, yo, like, I just want to come here, bat it up, prove to these man that, you know, like,
I'm that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy, really.
Literally.
But, yeah, man, they took me in still. They took me in.
Okay, then.
It was like a family vibe there still.
Take us through Boavista, man.
Bro, I remember, like, we started pre-season. Pre-season was a vibe.
Under 16s, innit?
Under 16s, yeah, it was a vibe. Bro, just like, I feel like it was the little things that meant a lot to me. Do you get me? So, like, getting on the team bus, you know, you got like the whole badge on the, you know, on the bus, like the vibes in general was lit. And then, you know, like little stuff like being in the team bus, playing cards at the back of the bus, you know, vibing with the guys before the game. Then just playing and putting on the kit for the first time was like mad. Because obviously I'm sitting there like, you know, I wasn't really used to it. You know what I mean?
Get me set up there like it's professional. Yeah, bro. This is different.
Get there, shirt is out, you know, kit is out, you know, tracksuit, warm up, all of that stuff. I was like, raw, like this is cold.
This could be my life.
Literally.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, 100. And then I feel like when it came to football, it was just fun, really. Because like I said, like I got along with them. They were like, listen, like we know like you're here on a mission, innit? So we're kind of gonna help you. Do you know what I mean? So
do you feel like you were their level, or even better than them?
No, you know what is here? Like the reason why I rated them is because like there were some players there still. There were some guys who were like, I respected them, like raw, like you can play. It was just sometimes similar stories to me, innit? Just opportunity. Sometimes you miss one. Sometimes maybe attitude might have got in the way. So it wasn't as if they were bad players. They were really good players. It's just, you know, circumstances that got them to that team, really.
Okay then. And you said you signed your first contract.
Yeah.
Take first division, first contract.
Yeah.
But before I even get into that, chat to them about your voice because they're thinking from before John was his voice was you get me, but now it's a bit broken and that. Chat to them.
Well, obviously, you know, man, I'm playing for Hackney Wick. We had a big game yesterday, and just man, I partied a bit too hard still.
I'll go straight back to that contract. Let's get it.
Bro, it was just, again, it's like one of them surreal moments, you know, sitting down
man.
With the directors, managers coming in, like talking to me, like they show me the whole vision.
You know what I gotta do, bro? I gotta take you back. Your signing day. Take us through that. You're waking up, brother. You know you're signing.
From the get-go,
you know, from gear one, brother.
Bro, I can't, like, I could barely sleep, really, if I'm being real. Like, I was in bed, I think I got like 2 hours of sleep. I just wanted to wake up. When I woke up, you know, obviously got ready, like, obviously I was there by myself, innit? So, the first thing I thought of was like, bro, I was calling mumsy, like dad, sis, everyone, like, yo, I'm about to go, whatever, I'm about to sign, you know.
How was your family there anyways?
Because obviously when I moved abroad, then it's like, my family was still back home, because obviously they got work, all of that stuff. But,
commitments.
Yeah, but it's like, as soon as I got the green light, as in like, my dad was like, okay, well, I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he went back, but, you know, it was like, you know, like obviously at that age, I felt like I was very mature, so I feel like I could have handled it. I was like,
myself, I can do it myself.
Like, I'll go there, and obviously I had people who would take care of me. I was not as if like the club just neglected me, so they had somebody who would check up on me, almost like an agent, really.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But they worked for the club, and yeah, bro, called everyone. You know, they came pick me up. I'm like on the way down, thinking about what am I gonna say, like how am I gonna sign it, like
getting ready.
You know what I mean? But yeah, just sitting down and you know, when I got there, they kind of told me the whole plan. Like, yo, this is what we want to do for this season. Explain to me all of the debt problems and whatnot. But I was like, I just brushed it and realized, like, bro,
just
just
care about you. Yeah.
let me
Pen
sign
on
it.
paper.
Exactly.
Like I always say.
100, I was like, bro, I just want to sign. So I didn't really take anything in. But, you know, after I signed, bro, I remember sitting down with the director, manager. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's serious. But,
Okay then.
yeah, bro, I was just gassed, really.
100%. You're gonna be gassed, man. First contract at a League One club.
Yeah.
Nah, that's top. Now take us through that, because after you said there was a debt problem that you were talking about, what happened?
So, bro, I don't really like remember 100%. I feel like it was just they had a little problem with some new signing in the first team, innit?
Okay.
And basically FIFA was like, well, you guys need to pay this club. You're like 7 million in debt or something like that. So yeah, bro, they were like, well, you can't sign anyone until. But I thought it was just a first team thing. But it went all the way down to like even the futsal teams, like just the whole club in general was like frozen. They couldn't sign no international players, none of that. So
crazy, man.
Yeah.
So no, look, let's go from that. Imagine, guys, he signed his contract. The directors were in front of him. He's put the pen on paper. Now, after that, now this is a problem. There's the debt problem now. That changed for you. How was that? That's gonna affect you 100%.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I feel like in my head I was like, well, it'll blow over a month. I was like, after a month they'll take care of it. But
everything back to usual.
yeah, I mean,
la.
and obviously at that time it's still pre-season. So I was like, oh, like, I still got time. Still got a month and a bit. You know what I mean? Got pre-season. The season hasn't started. So you know what I mean, I just brushed them like, well, I'm playing pre-season. I'm still training, playing. Pre-season was going well as well. Like, I was batting it up in pre-season. Everyone was like, yeah, bro, like, you're serious. So
we like to hear.
But yeah, bro, just 1 month went to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Next thing I know, halfway through the season, still nothing. It's stressful, really.
So how's your head actually in this? What's your next move?
You know, it's like, because they were rating me so much. Obviously, the first thing I thought was like, bro, I need to go. Like, I need to play. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to spend a whole season without playing.
100%.
But the team was very adamant on me to stay. They were like, yo, like, no, like, we rate you. We'll keep you for next season, even if it, like, whatever. Just, like, stay here. You're training, whatever. Then I started training with the first team, whatever. They were like, yo, like, this is how serious we are. So they put me training with the first team. But I'm like, yeah, cool. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. But there's no point me be training the first team if I can't play in my own age group.
Yeah, man, I hear that.
So it was just stressful, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like I dealt with it well because I was still training well, whatever. But just deep, every time I went home, I was like, bro, I just want to play. You know what I mean?
So when did you do that, yo, okay, it's time to leave Boavista. It's time for that next step for me.
Yeah, bro, when it got to the end of the season, because again, they were like, oh yeah, well, we still have this debt problem, but we should get it done by next season. I'm like, bro, I already missed one whole season. Like, that's big, especially under 16.
100%, because in football, one thing that you have to always do, you have to play. You have to continue playing. That consistency has to be there.
100, but it was like, I missed one whole season under 16. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm like, I can't miss another season. I
100%.
can't. So, yeah, bro, end of the season, like, look, as much as I respect you guys, thank you for everything, but I need to go. So, and obviously, because I hadn't played the whole season, there wasn't other teams in the first division that were like, yo, we're going to sign him. It was more like, I'll come on trial, but I didn't really want that. So I was like, I looked for a team in the second division, Academico Viseu. That's when it came in.
Wait, say that again. I want to try to say the name.
Academico Viseu.
Academic Viseu.
He said it right still. Academico Viseu.
Academic Viseu.
Yeah.
Let's carry on. I ain't got it yet.
But yeah, like, obviously they had heard about Sporting, Benfica, and obviously my situation at Boavista. So they were like, listen, you clearly got something, like, we'll take a gamble on you. I was like,
so
cool.
they came to you?
Yeah.
Okay then.
So then, yeah, I went there, like, trained, just, again, like, when I first got there, like, first day, in my head, I was already annoyed because it's like, I went from Sporting, Boavista, now I'm in second division. I was like, again, I'm stressed now. So
was your head like, cool, I keep going down the ladder? Is that what your head was thinking?
Yeah, it's like, but that's how I take everything. Like, I'm always thinking like, bro, like, again, I feel like it's like a trigger almost. Like, everything I think about, I compare to Sporting. Okay. So I mean, I'm all like, bro, like, I could have been at Sporting, but if this didn't happen, then I would have been there.
But do you feel like comparing is the problem then?
Yeah, 100%. I realized that like when I left, I was like, I need to stop doing that. I just need to play where I'm at. because always holding on to that, it's not gonna benefit me in any type of
It's in the
way.
past at the end of the day.
100%.
Cool. So now moving on to this team. Take us through this team, brother.
Bro,
What age group are you, by the way?
Under 18.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, this team was, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, this team was special still. Just because obviously, again, sat down, they talked to you about the whole, this is what we're trying to do this season. Director talks, manager talks, and it's just the way that they, like, because it's a small town, it was like they were very passionate. They're like, like we grew up here, do you know what I mean? So we're trying to do something special. They had never been promoted to the first division, like academy level.
Ever in their life?
Ever.
That's crazy.
Ever. So, like, they always got close, like second, third, and then they lose in playoffs, and like, we've never done it. So they were like, like, we're trying to build like a team from like nothing really to just like a superstar team really.
Just to go to that first division finally.
Exactly. So I was like, like, they made it like a lot more than it was like to me, because obviously I'm thinking like I'm just gonna go there and play. I wasn't really thinking about all that, but they made it matter to me. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I need to play because this is big.
There's a meaning behind this. You know
100%. Yeah.
Okay then.
It's that I explained to me everything, whatever. First training session, I looked around, I'm like, some guys here were like, again, serious. Like, they brought guys from Santos in Brazil.
Serious.
Bro. So it's like some guys coming from, crazy contracts in Brazil coming here just because of like the project. Do you know what I mean? So that's how serious it was. And I was like,
so how did you feel? You're around these big players. You're around ballers, literally. How was your head in this? Were you scared? Were you not scared?
Bro, you know what? I was more excited because I felt like, like this team is like, they're here for the same reason I am.
And that's the right vibe you should be. You shouldn't be scared. You should be excited. You should be ready for this. You know what I mean? I'm ready to take these guys on.
100%, bro. And that's the way I think about everything. I feel like sometimes if you go with it like in fear, like, you're not gonna play well.
Especially in trial, because I've took all these podcasts that I've had. That's one major thing in trial where I want players to know that don't be shy. Just be yourself at the end of the day. Don't fear them because you're not gonna play at your best ability, you know?
100. It's like, it's little things like that affect you. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially when I came there as a winger. So they were like I need to be confident. Like, you can't be a winger that's not confident. 100%. Do you know what I mean? Because your game is literally like, I can beat this fullback, I can beat this centre back, whatever. So you need confidence to do that. And yeah, like, I got there, I was like, this is serious. And obviously there was another English guy there as well.
Okay, at least there was a bit of a relationship, a bit of connection there.
Yeah, so I felt more comfortable.
Okay, then now, were you starting? Or were you starting on the bench for more time?
First game on the bench. Then again, after the first game, played like 45 minutes.
Okay.
I was like, came on at halftime, played well. Didn't get goal assist, but I played well. You know what I mean? Manager was like, like, you brought energy to the game, which I like. So second game started. Do you know what I mean? Then I started like getting the rhythm. Do you know what I mean? Because second division, it feels like they have less quality, but it's more intense. As in, like, the guys just run hard. There's a lot more physical running. So I had to kind of switch my game a little bit. You know what I mean? Play a little bit smarter.
How did you switch your game?
You know what, bro? I can't lie. It took a lot of like game analysis.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they sat me down. They're like, listen, I know you're used to playing with like nice pitches, flary, all of this stuff. But he's like, that ain't gonna help.
We're saying pitches were the same, goals were the same.
Bro, you know what? It's like the pitches were all right, but comparing it to like playing in like stadiums, it's different, innit?
But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. You're at this club now, you got to show them, no matter how the pitch is, no matter how the players are, you have to show them what you're about. You got to show them what John's about.
100%. But yeah, bro, it's like, I feel like we was the best kept team, as in like we had the best facilities, all of that stuff. Like, we was training like really nice play. Like, where the first team was training as well. So, but yeah, bro, like, just in terms of that, like, it was great.
Okay, then now take us through that whole season then, brother. The ups, the downs.
Bro, I'm gonna start with the ups. Obviously, we had a great season. I played. Obviously, as the season goes, you start bench. Kind of happens because we had so much talent there. Like, the talent in that team was crazy. So, kind of season went on, and we had a couple tough games which we lost, and it was kind of like, bro, like, are we gonna do it? And then after the whole season, like, we just worked so hard, and then we got to like a final playoff game.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So this is determining whether you're going to that next league.
Yeah. So basically, we needed to win or draw to get promoted.
Okay.
But we were playing against a team that was like the favourites to win the playoffs. So
That must have been so intense, innit?
Bro, I can't even start.
Because that means the fans are even seeing that they're the dominant team, not you guys.
Yeah, but
so that's already putting something in your head.
Do you know what it is as well? It's because they're two small towns. It's like both towns came to watch the game. So there was flares, like fans were nuts. Like it was like, bro, over like 600, 700 people there watching the game.
That's crazy. Now take us through that game, because this game is determining whether you're going to that next league, whether you guys are going to be the Golden Boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, the game was so tight. It was like every time each team had an attack, the fans would go quiet. It was like you could hear a pin drop every time. We had one-on-one chances that we missed. They had one-on-one chances that they missed. They had like open goals that they missed. Like everyone was feeling so much pressure because they were like, both teams really need this to get, they need to get promoted.
100%.
But at the end for us it meant a little bit more, and it wasn't a game where offensively we were great, but defensively, like, bro, the defenders just put their body on the line, bro. We got away with a 0-0 draw.
You got to die for your team, you get me?
100%, yeah.
Okay, so you said it was a 0-0 draw?
A 0-0 draw at the end,
Okay then. So did that promote you, or what was the next step?
Yeah, bro, we got promoted. It was bro, I feel like till this day I haven't had anything like a better feeling ever. It's just from the fans to going back to the hometown. It was like people running out of their house, like, because it was big, bro. It was massive.
100%, man. You guys are the first guys, the first team to actually do it, to be the Golden Boys, to go to the next league, you know what I mean? So what's the next step after that, brother?
So obviously we had the whole celebration ceremony, all of that stuff. Went to the town hall, spoke to like the mayor and all that, got put on like a little play, Golden Generation. Yeah.
You still got them pics?
What? I got them still.
If you got them pics, I'm gonna slap them on here, because that's big names, like that's big things.
We went, met the mayor, obviously showed a plate. It's like a little plate, said Golden Generation, all of that stuff. Man. We were gassed in it. But again, in my head, I'm like, yo, what's the next step? Do you know what I mean? Like,
why did you feel like, were they paying you? Like, what was the vibe like there, innit?
It's like, they didn't pay me as in like crazy, but they paid for my house. So I had a house.
What, on your ones?
Yeah.
That's lit still.
And after then, but like I think it was like halfway through the season, I feel like two players came in, but they were like, it was the English guy, because I got along with him, and another player.
Lovely.
But it was vibes, because bro, you're just chilling with man there.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's lit, bro.
So we had a house, and they gave us food every day, and obviously like little necessities, they like pay for it and whatever.
Okay then.
So yes, we just got taken care of.
Okay then. So did you feel like, that means you literally just told me that you felt like this isn't where you want to be. You feel like you want something more.
Yeah, because bro, at the end of the day, it's like, it was cool. It was an amazing experience, but I'm like, okay, what's going to get me pro? Because you know what I mean? Like, I need to be pro. That's
what every footballer wants. Pro. That's the main objective of being a footballer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. But obviously, I had offers to go, sign under 23s football, like, under 23s. In Portugal, it's classed as pro, but for me, it's still academy football. Do you get me? So, under 23s football, I looked at it, I was like, don't really want that. First team, obviously, they were like, well, no, we play under 23s and then work your way up. But in my head, I just saw it as a trap, really.
Why is that?
Because, it's like my family is very, very football oriented, innit? So I've got older cousins, friends, like even like females that have played football, and they all say the same thing, that like, yo, for you to make it pro, it's first team football. Like all this under 23 stuff is great because they will pay you. You know what I mean? You'll get the bag, cool, but after 4 years,
that's it.
If you're not going first team, where you gonna go? Because you have no experience.
So who do you feel like was advising you in this experience?
Bro, it was a little bit like more like self-thinking.
Okay then.
Like I said, bro, I've seen cousins like have these different careers, and I've seen them all, like some of them drop off. All of a sudden now they're not playing football anymore, and I'm like, bro, I don't want that to be me, because they went down the exact same path: academy football, under 23s football, and then after 2-3 years from being up here, it just trickles down, and then you're not really doing anything.
Why do you think the reason is? Because what's the reason of that?
Well, I think football's changing, really. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if you want to play football at a high level, you've either got to be the best, as in by far, like Lamia, Miles, Hendricks, players like that, who are just like extremely good, who can play pro at 16, or you won't really get a look in. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not really that 16, 17-year-old who's like crazy good, miles better, then you're kind of just seen as like a risk, and clubs don't really want to take risks.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot, because even I had one guy on a podcast, and he went on trial, and I'm not gonna lie, I've seen him play. He's a great player, but one thing he told me that has stuck to me till this day is, when you go on trial, guys, if you're not 10 times better than what they have, they're not gonna sign you.
Facts.
It's not gonna go. It's not gonna be long. They might sign you for the short term, but in the long term, you're not gonna be at that club. You know what I mean? You have to be 10 times better. You have to be miles better than what they already have to stay there, and for them to see that, this guy's not a risk. Actually, he's an asset. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like let me your mom. You know what I mean?
Bro, 100%. And like, you know what's funny? Like my dad said the exact same thing. He's like, yo, why would they give you a house? Why would they take care of you, give you money, if they've got a player who is just as good as you? That don't make sense. Because it's an investment. Like people think, oh, academy football, they could just sign me. It's not like that. You're on an investment, little things. It's money that they're putting into you, really. Even though you're not getting paid, they're putting money into you. Do you know what I mean? So everything that they do is calculated. Okay, what's his potential? What's his ceiling? Can he make it first team? Like even from the ages of under 16, they're thinking, okay, well, if he gets taller, gets stronger, will he make it first team? If he gets faster, will he make it? If he gets more technical, like little things that you're missing, they're hoping that you can get better. Do you understand? So, yeah, I feel like that's where it is really.
Okay, so now you feel like, cool, this isn't a place for me. What's the next step for you then?
Well, the next step, in my head, I was like, football in Portugal is great, you know, and I've done it in other personal reasons as well, but I was like, bro, like, I should just go back to England, you know what I mean? That's where, it's kind of the melting pot for football, you know what I mean? That's where everybody comes, everybody wants to play in England. So I was like, bro, let me go back home, you know what I mean, chill with the family, and obviously, football-wise, let me grind it, you know what I mean? Get into a first team and then just hope for the best, really.
Okay then, so now you because remember this, I remember even from the first podcast, your first thing was like, Portugal, I love it, Portugal, I want to stay here, Portugal, that's my home, that's where I come from, you know what I mean? That's my first country. So now you thinking, yo, it's time to go back to England. How was that for you, brother?
Bro, it was like you said, bro, I went from wanting to like stay Portugal, never leave, to, bro, I want to go back to England. It was just more, I didn't really see an opportunity there, really. You know what I mean? I felt like opportunities were like just academy ones. I was like, bro, I need to play first team football. And I feel like that's the one thing that England does very well. Do you know what I mean? 17-year-olds who maybe leave academies, they're like, yo, come play with us, like non-league or whatever. And, you know, let's build you. Do you know what I mean? Let's get you proper minutes, like playing men's football and stuff like that. So that's what I was looking forward to, really.
That's what you really wanted. Okay, so now you're back at England. What team are you at? What's the vibe like?
Bro, I remember I was just sending emails and calling teams like crazy, bro. That's over like 100 calls.
What was the ways that you were contacting these teams? Is it non-league, innit?
Yeah.
And this is under 23s? Okay.
So I went on, bro, literally just go on the internet, typed in like, I went on Isthmian, North, like National League North and South, even National League Conference. And I was just looking for numbers. So I'll just go on their website, look for contacts. You know, sometimes you find a secretary, you know, director, scouting department, anything. Call them, email them. If they don't pick up, email them. And then just whatever team would pick up or reply, really. Just kind of get opportunities like that.
Players, you're hearing this one. You're hearing this one. This is a bit of a, you get me? Take it if you want it. Don't take it if you don't want it.
Yeah. Bro, I remember like I was going to leave the house one day, and like that day I was already stressed because again I'm thinking about, yo, what am I gonna play this season? 100%. Like it's a big risk, innit? Like leaving like contract offers in Portugal to come here. Like I need to have something.
Especially under 23s football. Now this is where players either start carry on. They're thinking, yo, I'm gonna carry on playing football. It's time to give up. You know what I mean? So you can't carry on.
And then Aveley got back to me.
Okay then.
Aveley replied.
Was there a couple teams, or was it just Aveley that got back to you?
Nah, bro, just Aveley.
Just Aveley.
After like email them, CVs, all of that stuff. I tried to talk to Hashtag. They were like, yo, send us your CV. I sent them CV, waited for about a week, nothing.
What was your football CV like?
But my football CV literally told them everything. From like the beginning of me playing, you know, like Awoken, from me being like trials at Sporting, Benfica, whatever, to me going at Boavista, training there, training with the first team, then going to Academico Viseu, having a crazy season, and then coming off of that. I thought, yo, I'm coming from a crazy season. I'm coming here, like, I'm going to have clout. But again, it showed me, like, yo, academy football don't mean anything, like, to these teams. They're like, okay, yeah, you had a great academy career, but you've never played men's football. You've trained, like, cool, great, but that's not really football. Do you know what I mean? That's not really, like, match. Like, what are you going to do in a match against men?
So you actually feel like, when ballers around, you know, 16, 17, 18, blah, blah, when they want to go to these teams, to these non-league teams, they need to have a high profile. They need to actually have a strong football CV to get in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like what would have helped is maybe if I was like 16 playing under 23s, because it shows I can play with older people. Maybe that would have helped. But that wasn't my case, innit? It's like I was playing guys my age, trained with first team here and there, but like I said, teams will look at that and be like, okay, you're playing in England now. It's non-league. It's way more physical. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
And again, teams don't want to risk that because it's money that they're putting on the line.
Okay then. So now you are Aveley. They've got back to you. How you feeling?
Bro, I was gassed at first because I wanted to go Aveley even before I went Portugal. I was like, yo, Aveley's facility is great. Like, the league they're in is great.
What step are they?
Step 2.
Okay.
Yeah, step 2, yeah. Step 2.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I was gassed. Remember I went there, spoke to the manager, first team manager. He was like, oh yeah, well, you're a young player. What we're going to do, we're going to put you with the under 23s for now.
Okay.
Kind of look at it. As soon as he said that, I was like, bro, I've seen this story before.
I want that, but I want to be with the pros, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
man.
You know I was like, bro, I came here to play with the first team. He was like, oh yeah, whatever. But listen, I'm telling you, like, you know what I mean? It'll be good for you. Get a couple minutes.
How old are you?
Freshly 19.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were like, oh, like, it'll be good for you. Like, go there, get some minutes. I was like, cool. Like, what, 1-2 games? Like, yeah, 1-2 games. Broski.
Led you on, cuz.
Went there, played under 23s. Mind you, I'm a winger. First session. Yo, what position do you play? Yeah, I'm a winger. Can play in the 10.
I don't give a toss.
We play 3 at the back here, so we don't really have wingers. What? Or in the 10. No, we're going to try you wing back. I was like, oh, broski. I was like, in my head,
Sporting vibes.
Bro, I'm thinking like, yo, bro, wing back. I was like, cool, whatever. Cool, look, wing back. Had a couple friendlies, played well. They were like, as soon as I played well wing back, I was like, yeah, long days. I was like, bro, I played well. Like, what can I say?
Yeah, there's nothing you can say.
But yeah, like, played under 23 level. Like, not to sound arrogant, bro. It was too easy, bro. Like, it was just. I told him, I'm like, because I think the league they were in was like step 7. So they were playing like basically Sunday league. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, I came here to play step 2.
Yeah,
You're playing me 5 leagues below. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, bro, it just, I don't know. It wasn't really amazing, to be honest.
Okay, then so did you feel like, yo, it's time to leave again?
Bro, again, it's like they kept leading me on. So every time I said, yo, like, I'm going to leave, they were like, first team manager will come, no, John, like, I've seen you playing well, you're getting goals, you're getting assists, whatever, like, your time will come, like, we got FA Vars, FA Cup coming up, you'll play in those games, I'm like, cool. Bro, I rejected so many other teams, bro. So many other teams, like Welling said no, like, I could have gone to Welling, first team. They said, like, I was like, oh, no, Aveley want to keep me. Teams in step 4, step 5, they're like, yeah, like, you should come over. I was like, nah, Aveley's going to play me first team. Bro, just believing what they were saying. You know what I mean? Then I learned the dark arts of non-league, really. Just, you can't really believe what everyone says.
Okay, then what do you think are the dark arts that maybe some players need their light on? Because some players might be going through this right now where the manager's come to them and be like, well, we got first team for you. Don't worry, I got you. But really and truly, the manager's just keeping them just cause.
Bro, it's exactly that. Like, sometimes, bro, when you play men's football, they don't really care about you. Do you know what I mean? Especially as a young player, they don't really care. Like, unless you're, in their head, they're thinking, okay, is he going to help us get promoted? Is he going to be the player who's going to score 25 goals? If you're not that guy, it's like, okay, well, is he going to be a player who's very influential when he plays, that can bring us money? Because again, like, if you play well, another team higher up might want to sign you. That's peace for them. That's money. That's what they want. So those two things, and bro, like, coaches lie, bro. They lie. Some coaches, they will put their life on, like, nah, I promise you, you're going to play. No, look, you're even in the match day squad. They'll show you a piece of paper. So, yeah, see you in the squad. The day comes, you're not there.
You're nowhere to be seen.
You know what I mean? So, just look, my word of advice to all the young players playing non-league, I would say, like, trust your gut. If you feel like you have to drop off 1-2 levels to play 90 minutes, and show people what you can do, then do it, bro.
We'll do it.
Exactly, facts.
Okay then. So did you feel like, cool, now it's actually time to leave Aveley? They keep leading me on. They keep lying to me.
Yeah, bro. I felt like that towards the end of the season. End of the season came, bro, I had 13 goals, 15 assists. I left wing back. Like, it was easy, bro.
That's good stats.
Do you know what I mean? Trained with the first team a couple times. Like, I think I played like one friendly. Like, I was on the bench for one friendly, I mean. Like, nothing special. So I just got stressed and I was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, again, it's like, just like I told the people, like, I was like, I'm confident in my ability. I'm like, let me drop down, like, wait for any team that will give me an opportunity. And that's when the Hackney Wick came in, innit?
Okay then. But before you go to Hackney Wick, you did tell me there were a couple teams that you've been to, such as Cray Wanderers, such as Billericay.
Yeah. I went on trial with Cray Wanderers. I think it was just pre-season. Pre-season I just started, and bro, I can't lie. Again, I was overseas on holiday, came back, like got a call, like, yo, are you available to come on a like trial game tomorrow? In my head, I'm like, no. I'm like, bro, I just came back from holiday, bro. I'm nowhere near ready, but I didn't want to lose the opportunity. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Went down, bro.
Is this Billericay?
No, Cray Wanderers.
Okay.
Cray Wanderers, yeah. I went there first. We done like a little trial game. Other like released non-league players coming from step 1, step 2 dropped down to Cray Wanderers.
Okay.
Bro, levels are crazy, bro.
So did you feel like, yeah, this is good for me? You
Bro,
know what I mean?
I felt like, you see when you look around, you're like happy. I get happy when I play with good players because I'm like,
100%.
yo, like I can really play how I want to play now.
I can show myself.
And I feel like when you play with guys your level, they kind of think the same. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, look, the game went great. It's just, again, I just wasn't fit. So after like maybe 30 minutes of playing, the intensity was so high. I was like, yo, Gaffer, I'm a little bit gassed out still. But in terms of the game, yeah, it went well. Again, it's like I'm playing against men. So I went from playing step 7 to going straight into like step 3, step 2. Playing with guys from that level. So even though the game went great, in my head I'm like, I didn't do enough. I needed to do more. I needed to get a goal, an assist, or just be more prolific, really. And I feel like I wasn't that during that game. So, yeah.
What are you saying? Because of that, what, they didn't pick you to stay at the club?
No, they tried to do the same thing as Aveley. Oh yeah, like you're good lad. Like come again, do some training. I was like, listen, if you don't feel like I can do it, just let me know so I can go somewhere else.
You don't want to keep being led on. You know, football. There's no time to waste. You get me?
Bro. Just I've been led my whole life. Like led on, like, oh yeah, we'll sign you, we'll keep you, whatever. I was like, if you don't want to sign me now, then that's fine. No hard feelings, but let me move on straight away. Because it's pre-season. I don't want to miss no more opportunities.
100%. Because at the under 16s, you've already missed the whole season. There's not enough time to keep waiting. To keep seeing if this is the team that I want to be at. I need to know now. I need to know now.
Even Aveley, I felt like it was a lost season. Because I was like, bro, like I played step 7. You know what I mean? It wasn't a good level. It's not as if I got experience. It was like I'm playing a dead level, right? Where, in my head I'm thinking, I came here to play first team football, playing under 23s level. That's basically Sunday league. So in my head, I'm like, I wasted another year of my football career. Do you know what I mean? So that's what was going through my head.
Okay, so Cray Wanderers, you said, nah, I don't even want this anymore. You know what I mean? If you don't want to give me this first team football, it's not for me.
Yeah.
So then you went onto Billericay for a showcase. Trial.
Yeah, literally a week later, again, like I said, I sent bare emails calling. Billericay got back to me and they were like, well, we've never really seen you play. We've heard great things, but we've never seen you play.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, what can we do? He was like, well, we're not hosting any games. There's a team called Hutton that's in step 6. They're doing a little showcase game. We're gonna be there watching. I'm gonna be there watching. So why don't you go there, play the game, and then we'll kind of keep keep an eye on you in that.
We're gonna gauge we're gonna gauge you. Literally, we're gonna gauge.
Yeah. So I remember I got there on the day. Manager came, he's like, oh, you're the one that's coming for Billericay, right? I was like, yeah, that's me. Asked me my positions, all of that. And he was like, oh, I heard you played wing back. I was like,
nah, G, wrong player. I'm a winger, G.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm a winger. I'm a winger, I can play 10. He was like, oh, you know what? Our left back just pulled out. Do you mind starting left back? I was like, yeah, sure. No worries. Bro. Again, bro, just I had a crazy game. Like, just I was grabbing the ball off left back, just driving in, had like 3 shots in the first 10 minutes.
Showcasing what you can do, innit?
Yeah,
literally.
Man. So I was literally like, bro, like, just because I'm a left back doesn't mean I lose all my technical attributes. You know what
100%.
Started taking players on. You know what I mean? Nobody went past me. You know what I mean? So I was like, even defensively, I was showing like, yo, I can defend against guys at that level, at that level and stuff like that.
And that's one thing about being a player, there's a lot of players that might change their playing style, change how they play, just because the club there, just because what the manager says. What do you think? Stay true to yourself.
Bro, I feel like I was more annoyed. I was more like, bro, like, I want to play in my position. Do you get me? I want to play, you know what I mean, where I feel like I'm at my best, but if the people around me are looking at me saying, well, nah, you're playing well here, and these are the guys who I want to impress, I just stayed quiet. I was like, okay, cool. If you're enjoying me left back, as long as you sign me as a left back, as long as you sign me, I'm cool. And yeah, that was the case. Like, game went well. Like, I mean, the score didn't really matter. I think I even forgot it. I think we won like 3-2, but at the end of the game, I'm stressed because I'm like, I played left back the whole game.
Yeah.
Played full 90, played left back. I was annoyed. Went to the change room, you know what I mean, spoke to the Hutton manager. He was like, oh, like, you're actually a good player. You know what I mean? Like, if things don't work out with Billericay, we'd love to sign you here.
Okay.
I was like, well, that's good to hear. Left, spoke to the Billericay guys. They were like, yeah, like, we can see you've got it. Like, you're a good player. But again, you have no experience. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're playing against guys who have been released. So, you know what I mean? Similar to your level. What are you going to do against guys who are training week in, week out, playing at step 2 level, step 1 level? You know, can you handle it? So,
and that shows how much experience is such a big thing in football. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
From that young age, just get that experience, man. Play them games. So if you never know what could happen, you could be like, wait, hold on, I was playing first team a couple months ago, a year ago. So what are you talking about? You get me?
100%, bro. And then, yeah, you know, same thing. Oh, yeah, well, you know what we want to do? We want to put you on a dual reg. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Basically, where you're registered to 2 teams.
Okay.
So I'll basically be registered to Billericay.
Yeah.
I'll be registered to Hutton.
Okay.
They're like, because Hutton was basically Billericay's feeder team. So if any good players that they had that wasn't ready, they'd send them to Hutton, get some more minutes, and then they send them back to Billericay.
Okay.
And I was like, look, I'll hold on to that thought. If I can get a team higher up, I will. But because Billericay was so adamant, like, no, listen, like, trust me, you don't want to stay here. We will bring you up, whatever. And I was like, look, season's about to start in 2 weeks. I doubt any other team's going to call me. I was like, yeah, cool. I'll just stay at Hutton.
Okay. Okay, then so now you're at Hutton. Did you sign?
I didn't put pen to paper because, again,
swear.
I was like, I'll register, I'll play and stuff like that. But I was like, I'm not signing no more contracts, bro.
Okay, like, so what? After Hutton, what were you thinking? So, yeah, what were you thinking literally?
Bro, like, Hutton like started off great. Again, pre-season went great. I was starting like every game in the 10.
Okay.
Right?
Where you wanted to be?
Yeah, where I wanted to be.
Okay.
Right. In my first 5 games, I got 3 goals, 7 assists. So stats, bro. Stats is important. So in my head, when I started, I'm like, yo, I need to get over 10 goals and 10 assists. That's my goal. Do you know what I mean? So went to Hutton, 5 games, 3 goals, 7 assists. And then I played against Hackney Wick first game.
Okay.
Got an assist against them. And you know when you look at a team and you're like, yo, these guys look serious. Like,
I like them, you know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and plus, like,
it's a bit of me.
They're Hackney, East London. It's local to me. Hutton is all the way in Billericay. I'm travelling, going all the way to Stratford, long train all the way to Billericay. Like,
sleeping on the train.
Bro,
all them ones, all the players already know about them ones, man. Even sometimes missing your stop, you got to go back now.
Yeah, bro.
All long, man.
Happened to me bad times. So, yeah, I was like, bro, like this journey, I was like, yo, you guys need to give me a little bit more change. Like,
100%.
Because I'm travelling, I'm spending money on tickets, whatever. Like, I want to eat as well. Like, I need to be taken care of, innit? They were like, oh, yeah, we'll do that. First week, second week, third week, nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm like, listen, look, Hackney Wick is just around the corner for me. You know what I mean?
Is this what you felt? Wait, hold on to that. Is this what you felt like maybe you weren't valued as much? And if you were a player that they saw that had a vibe, high potential, they would have done that for you?
Yeah, like, because obviously, like, I knew that they were paying about 2 players. I knew that for a fact.
Okay.
I'm like, I know they're paying about 2-3 players here. But again, those players are veterans. Like, there was a striker who, crazy, bro. He's got like, I think he's the highest like scoring striker in like the whole of like step 6. So he's nuts, bro. He's getting like 50 goals a season. So obviously it makes sense to pay him.
100%.
They had a winger that came from, I think it was Dulwich Hamlets. Obviously makes sense to pay him because 26, 27, they've got so much experience. They're great players. So they pay him to keep him. But me, I'm just a young G, innit? So they're like, bro, he's 19, no experience. We don't have to give him as much as we're giving like them. But yeah, I was like, listen, I'm traveling all the way here. And then I realized as the season went on, like about after the 3rd week, I realized like, yo, I see little things that triggered me. Like if you go up to the manager, you get along with the manager, he'll start you. You know what I mean?
The little non-league things that is in non-league, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay then.
It bothered me, bro. I was like, yo, like, I can't put my faith in this team.
Because I remember even there was one player that I've had a podcast with, he was telling me where he didn't start because apparently he didn't have drinks with the manager. Yeah. That was the reason that he didn't start, you know what I mean?
Bro,
that was Caden Lisby. Big up him, you get me?
Bro, baller, by the way.
Small things like that. Yeah,
baller.
Small things like that, literally.
But yeah, bro, stuff like that, like, they'd go out to the pubs, like, oh yeah, like, he bought a manager like a pint. Oh, if you buy me a round of pints, I'll start you. I'm here, bro. I'm on the bench thinking, yo, why the hell am I on the bench? I've got 3 goals, 7 assists. Like, what's happening?
Oh, you got 3 goals for them, but he bought a manager pint. That's why he's on the bench. You get
bro.
me?
I'm like, bro, this guy, every time he plays, doesn't play well. He's got no goals, no assists. Like, why am I on? I'm in form, innit? And he's like, oh yeah, bro. You know, yesterday we went to the pub. Yeah, he bought the managers around the pints. So they said, if you do, we'll start you. I was like, yo.
Crazy stuff.
As soon as I heard
What was
that.
the business?
Facts. As soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, I'm out of it. Literally, like, on that day, I was like, as soon as the game finished, I'm like, called Hackney Wick, like, yo.
What, are you saying Hackney were already interested in you?
Yeah, after I played them, the manager was like, yo, like, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. You're a good player.
That's nice.
Things don't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me. Contact me, G.
Yeah, I mean,
literally.
So as soon as I think we had an FA Vars game, we lost. And obviously, because I was on the bench that game, that was the game where I found out about the whole pub things. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm out. I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting another season, bro. I've wasted 3 seasons at this point. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. So contacted Hackney because I realized that team is about graft, bro. It's about hard work. It's like they really care about like, yo, if you work, you'll start, you'll play. And I felt like I had more competition there because every player there, crazy potential.
Okay, so are you 19? Are you 20 now? When you were first at Hackney Wick?
Yeah, I just turned, like, I turned 20 in August, so it was about halfway through the season I turned 20.
Okay.
Bro, as soon as I got there, I realized what graft was, bro. That's when I realized what graft was, bro. Just running, fitness is like, you really had to care to be there. Do you get me?
Okay.
And yeah, bro, like, I mean, so far, second place, you know what I mean?
Because right now, this is present day, by the way.
Present day.
This isn't past. This is present day. He's at Hackney Wick right now. What's the pod day, by the way?
Step 6.
Okay,
same league as Hutton.
Pardon?
Same league as Hutton.
Okay, so he's step 6. He's at Hackney Wick right now. He's thinking, I like here. You know what I mean? Okay, that's very, very nice. So tell us, John, what's the next step for you? Right now, you're at Hackney Wick. You're happy where you are, but you still want that first team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Obviously, I'm getting first team football.
Okay.
I'm starting 90% of the games. Obviously, can't start all of them, but starting 90% of the games. At the beginning of the season, I said I want to have 10 goals, 10 assists. I'm playing left wing back. Can't really complain because the stats are cool. Got 8 goals, 16 assists. You know,
so we like to hear. You get me?
Couple teams are chirping here and there, like step 4, step 3. So I'm really doing what I came here to do. And obviously, if we get promoted, promotion to step 5. So, bro, I can't really complain. Like, the season's going exactly how I want it. You know what I mean? Stats wise, football wise, you know what I mean? It's going well.
John's happy right now.
I'm very happy, bro.
You get me. And that's even part 2, episode 14. A great episode, man. That I've been waiting for from time. Just been waiting for time. You get me? Do you have anything else to tell the grinders before we do shoot off, brother?
I just want to give one more piece of advice to all of the young G's who are in similar situations, because obviously I make content. Guys get lost, send me messages like, yo,
amazing.
I'm playing non-league, like I don't know what to do. Listen, if you're too worried about playing step 3, step 2, because you want to brag about it, you're never going to get anywhere. The real ballers are the ones that believe in their ability, drop down 2-3 levels, and then prove everyone, yo, this is why I need to be playing there. That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm a living example, really. So,
okay then.
Yeah.
And that's the Grinders journey. And we're signing out. See ya. And that is a wrap. What's your journey? And of course, we'll be back again with another banger.